Castãno. And that's something that Charlo doesn't normally do.
No, he's not a body puncher. Nice overhand right by Charlo. Castãno has done some good work even in the middle of the ring. He wants to show he can do that it doesn't have to be against the ropes.
9 of 33 for Charlo, 8 of 32 for Castãno. Great opening round.
Very effectively. You can see the changes that he's made from last fight to this fight. He feels a touch on the glove, he comes back with the counter punching.
There's a combination by Castãno, blocked, and then Charlo left uppercut, left hook behind the guard. And that left hand, a very effective weapon for Jermell Charlo. Under a minute left in the second. Lead left hook, right hand by Castãno. Left hook to the body by Charlo.
Castãno has to be a little bit more aggressive.
Especially with Charlo on the ropes, although it was in the second round where Charlo hurt Castãno in the first fight with a left hook. Castãno comes back, and there Castãno lands a... Just misses with that sweeping left hook. Charlo fighting smaller, leaning back and has to be cognizant of the uppercut, stiff jab, and then the right hand of the body. So he's going to the body a lot sooner here in this rematch.
Look at the steps back that Charlo takes.
Yeah, good footwork. Not lounging on the ropes like we saw him do at times early and throughout the fight in their first meeting.
Now there you go, Castãno, you want to take that jab away with that right hand over on top of the jab. Have Charlo think twice before he lands that jab.
A half left in the third. Charlo goes to the body before going upstairs with a left hook and then the jab. Castãno with the left. And oh, that right uppercut caught Castãno, but he ate it well.
Castãno landed a left hook to the body, wanted to double, but Charlo did a very good job of leading round in round three. I don't know whether Castãno's doing enough to win it, but he's thrown more punches and has landed some. And there was a nice left hook by
And there's
Castãno.
a left by Charlo. Charlo had responsible defense in that first fight, but now they are ramping up the output and the pressure.
And this is what makes this fight so exciting because that's...
Charlo rips a left hook to the body. Castãno comes back, countered by Charlo again, clipped him with the right and the left, and Castãno standing his ground but has to be careful against a guy like Charlo.
Yeah, that was a great speed, great combination from Charlo. Again, Castãno...
We're seeing Charlo utilize a lot more footwork. Yes, he's on the ropes, but not as long and hasn't had to face much of an offensive onslaught from Castãno when he is on the ropes.
Yeah, the few times that he is on the ropes, he counter punches really well. Obviously, Castãno lands 1 or 2 punches that are really clean, but I think for most, I think Charlo's landing some good shots.
Under 30 seconds left in the fourth. Castãno continues to stalk. Charlo lands a left upstairs. There's a right uppercut by Charlo, trying to avoid these shots on the ropes.
Boy, when you fight Brian Castãno, you got to be ready to fight 3 minutes, don't you? Great exchange. Oh, big right hand by Castãno.
Fantastic finish to the fourth. Body before going upstairs. There's a double, but then beautiful counter again. The left by Charlo that momentarily stopped Castãno in his tracks.
Castãno was getting in better position to throw those double left hooks, and that one did land. But as you point out, Charlo's still smart, poised enough to counter it.
And that's what the Charlo camp told us. Abner, you're mentioning it. What Castãno has to do. Charlo continues to be economical in his output when it comes to punches, but he's landing them, and Castãno is too.
Nice right hand by Castãno.
And double left hook, and there's a left from Charlo. Incredible two-way action. The roar of the crowd, all the commentary, you need less than 30 seconds left. Over 7,000 fans here as Charlo just jolted Castãno with a right uppercut, and there's the combination backing Castãno up. 15 seconds left in the fifth. Both of them have been down once in their respective careers. I apologize, Al.
No, that's okay. And that is the part of Castãno's game that's a little underrated, but he can get it in there.
We say they're both been defensively responsible in the first fight. A lot of these shots getting through tonight.
Underused weapon in the early rounds.
It is. And we mentioned the jab. You got to be effective with the jab, constant with the jab if you're Charlo. But then again, Castãno comes with the right hand.
And there's that
point.
big right hand on cue, Abner. And there's a right uppercut by Charlo.
You want to work inside punches now if you're Charlo.
Left hand from Castãno. Castãno is putting together combinations. Going to the body. Charlo digging with the uppercut.
This is the Brian Castãno that's a hard guy to deal with. Constant pressure and combinations.
Two-time titleist. As left hook, left uppercut on the inside, left hook by Castãno. Tremendous two-way action as we reach the midpoint of this historic night in Carson, California. When it comes to adjustments as we begin the second half here, Abner, looking at what Castãno has been doing well, what would you like to see him do more of as Charlo comes forward with the combination?
Keep touching him with that right hand. Take the jab away with that right hand, and that's exactly what he's doing. Because Charlo...
Jab to the body by Castãno before Charlo's jab was blocked. And there, three-punch combination punctuated by the left uppercut. And there's a combination by Castãno. And again, it's Charlo picking his spot in that high of the hurricane, landing the counter shot, just missing with the left uppercut.
Castãno, the right hand. You do it again, it's right there.
Jab that split the guard, three-punch combination. Charlo ratcheting up his offense off the ropes, now leading with the right and the left, and he's now starting to sit down on his punches. Flashing the jab. Meanwhile, Castãno has Charlo corralled in the corner. Charlo just missing with the counter right cross.
Charlo doing a much better job in these last couple of rounds.
And again, the lead right hand of Castãno continues to disturb Charlo.
He's not known for that, but as we've often said in his last two fights, he has a pretty sneaky good right hand.
And there's a 1-2 by Castãno.
It's a close round, but Charlo's boxed well. It's also where those punches are framed in what rounds. Nice double.
Castãno putting pressure on, three-punch combination by Charlo coming back, but Charlo now has to put together these combinations. Has to up the offense. Coming up late in the rounds to try to steal them, and now starting aggressively and countered by Charlo. Round number 10, and this was the round in the first fight where Charlo hurt Castãno and felt that what he said, made his only mistake in not stopping Castãno.
Jermell Charlo is a good finisher in 12-round fights. He was very good in the fight with Castãno. He finished the Harrison fight well. He's come back in other fights. Nice right answer.
Oh, and Charlo comes back with a combination. Final minute. Finish your thought on footwork.
Yeah, followed it up. I mean, it's being placed at the right time. There it is. You put yourself in for the uppercut.
Oh,